We are chopping off the healthy body parts of young children without, 100% we are doing that.
Well, we are definitely doing that.
Without any inquisition.
That's what it is. So
into
I don't know what
happened.
the oohing is about.
I don't either. Pay attention, because I'm about to give you a truth bomb. Kids who are suffering from bullying, or who have been sexually assaulted, or who are going through normal puberty and feel uncomfortable in their bodies, will say to their parents, I'm not sure, maybe I'm gender confused. They will send them into a psychiatrist or psychologist who are told by our organizations, the American Psychiatry Association, and all the others that run their licensing, you must.
Megyn Kelly walks onto Real Time with Bill Maher and detonates the whole conversation. And you can literally hear Bill Maher's woke audience gasp. Megyn Kelly tells the truth about gender transitions for kids, and Bill Maher freezes. Yes, this happened on Real Time with Bill Maher, with Megyn Kelly sitting right there, destroying every woke talking point. When Megyn Kelly drops a truth bomb, even Bill Maher can't spin it. Stay locked. The system glitches hard on this one. Let's plug in.
Almost equally important, maybe as important, is what we're doing to our children with this trans insanity. I mean, this is almost my single issue. We are chopping off the healthy body parts of young children without, 100% we are doing that.
Well, we are definitely doing that.
Without any inquisition.
That's what it is. So
into
I don't know what
happened.
the oohing is about.
I don't either. Pay attention, because I'm about to give you a truth bomb. Kids who are suffering from bullying, or who have been sexually assaulted, or who are going through normal puberty and feel uncomfortable in their bodies, will say to their parents, I'm not sure, maybe I'm gender confused. They will send them into a psychiatrist or psychologist who are told by our organizations, the American Psychiatry Association, and all the others that run their licensing, you must affirm. Affirm is the only standard. And so the child gets told, you're right, you are secretly a boy, or vice versa. And the child gets put on puberty blockers, into cross-sex hormones, which sterilize a child and deprive the child of any chance of sexual pleasure for the rest of his or her life. We're talking about 9, 10, 11-year-olds who cannot give informed consent. Then they have body parts chopped off by a medical establishment and by parents who mean well but believe in these doctors, and they shouldn't. And when they inevitably get past the awkwardness of puberty or what have you, and they want to turn around and detransition, those who love bomb them on Reddit saying, come on in, the water's fine, abandon them. They are depressed. They have changed their bodies forever in a way that is irreversible. And we are all sitting back saying, it's a remote issue, as Kamala Harris said. It's not remote. It's the issue of our time, both with respect to children and women's rights.
What Megyn Kelly exposed on Real Time with Bill Maher isn't just a debate about gender identity. It's the entire institutional machine. Medical boards, licensing groups, activists, psychiatrists, all running one script: affirm or be punished. This isn't compassion. This is programming. Kids dealing with bullying, trauma, or normal puberty are being fast-tracked into sterilization, hormones, and irreversible surgeries, while Bill Maher's own audience boos at objective facts because the Matrix trained them to. The real agenda isn't acceptance, it's obedience. And now I have another clip of Megyn Kelly schooling Bill Maher and his audience on fascism, global politics, and what's really happening across America and the world right now. So let's get into this clip from Real Time with Bill Maher, where Megyn Kelly once again leaves Bill Maher scrambling.
In the news this week, I mean, we thought when the Ukraine war started, Putin would be isolated. He's not isolated. He had the BRICS nation. That's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and now 4 or 5 other countries. It's about half the world's population, about 35% of the GDP. He's got North Korean troops in his war in Ukraine now. He's very chummy with China. China and Russia always hated each other, not anymore, and Iran. These are the dictator countries. There's a very World War II feeling here when the dictator countries are getting together. I mean, in World War II, what did Hitler and the Japanese have in common? Nothing, except they saw the world one way: fascism. They all have to do it in their different way. Iran is a fascist country in their own way. So is China, so is Russia, Saudi Arabia, you could say also. Somehow, the world seems to be dividing between the good guy countries, the democratic countries, and these autocracies. And if your guy gets in, we're going to be on the wrong side of this one.
Okay. My guy gets in. I think we'll go back to the time that we had when he was president. which is the only time we didn't start a war and get involved in a war. Did Putin?
That's not true.
Did Putin?
Jimmy Carter never fired a shot.
Putin did not invade Ukraine until Biden took over. We had the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan, which projected weakness through the world. People understood that we were enfeebled, and that is what was provocative. Weakness is provocative.
I feel like
Trump destabilized these people. They didn't know what to expect of him. Next thing you know, he's bombing Soleimani. Trump did strategic strikes that had people on their heels. They didn't know what he might do to them. And we did not have Putin invade
It's what he might
Ukraine.
do to us that I'm a little more worried.
Bill Maher is unbelievable. He's worried about what Trump might do to us. Bill Maher talks about good guy democracies like we didn't just live through 20 years of propaganda, wars, lies, and regime change pushed by those exact same so-called good guys. And the wild part? His audience cheers, not because it's true, but because Bill gives them a storyline they're programmed to clap for. Meanwhile, Megyn Kelly drops one reality check. Under Trump, there were no new wars. Putin didn't invade. The world was actually more stable. And Bill can't handle it. So he pivots, dodges, and retreats straight back into the Matrix because breaking the script would break the entire audience.
We've had 4 years of Trump. We've had 4 years of Trump.
Yeah.
Trump did not go after his political enemies with the Department of Justice.
Right.
That was Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Well, we had Hitler in the 30s and things were okay, and then we had Hitler in the 40s and they got way worse. Just because we had him.
He hid his Hitlerism the first 4 years, and is going to come out in full force.
He tried to do things like that. He tried to do dictatorial fascist things, and he was stopped.
Joe Biden has flouted the law when it comes to these student loan giveaway programs. He's flouted the law. Supreme Court opinions that told him he didn't have the right to do it, and he openly said, I will get around the Supreme Court. He did it with respect to rent abatement programs, the same exact thing. And then he and Kamala Harris unleashed this Department of Justice against their political enemy, Donald Trump, their #1 chief rival for the presidency.
Okay. Well, we'll
Is it funny? Because they did it.
We'll see.
You want to talk fascism? That's fascist.
Megyn Kelly just wrecked Bill Maher, 100%. And you want to know why? It's because Bill Maher isn't analyzing geopolitics. He's performing for a crowd that claps on command. And the second Megyn Kelly brings actual facts about Trump's foreign policies, he panics, pivots, and hides behind the same Trump is Hitler programming his audience already downloaded. Yes, Trump's first presidency was objectively more stable. There were no new major wars. Deterrence was real. Our enemies didn't know what he'd do. And that unpredictability kept them in check. But the Ukraine war is still raging. Israel is now in a full-scale conflict. And whether Trump can be the president who finally stops these global fires, that remains to be seen. That's the Matrix reveal. The world is getting more dangerous, and Bill Maher would rather virtue signal to a brainwashed crowd than admit the one guy who kept global tensions down might actually be the one who can end them. If you're awake, hit like, subscribe, and stay locked in. More Matrix breakdowns coming soon.